There is no BDR. Is that what you're talking about, a bill draft request? If you're talking about a bill draft request, which is a legislative action, there is absolutely no BDR that has been drafted at this time. And I don't know who's falsely putting that out to the community. I have a guess that the individual has white hair and is a elected official, and it's a shame that that individual is doing so, because that individual does not have all the facts, and usually, but actually, I was almost going to say usually they would call, but I forgot he's an elected official and he can go by whatever he wants to say.
Now, there was a meeting with State Senator Mike McGinnis just recently. Can you speak to that?
Yes, I can. Actually, Vicki Parker, town board member, Rick Campbell, town attorney, and myself, Bill Kohbarger, town manager, met with Senator McGinnis, and we talked about several items, one of them being incorporation and a BDR. We got to actually sit down with Senator McGinnis because, one, he represents our area. Two, he's one of the most senior and most respected senators in the state of Nevada, and again, he happens to represent us. So it was absolutely great meeting with him, sitting down with him, and getting his opinion as to how we can go about some things, if we go about it. And what the consensus was is that in order for a BDR to be drafted, we need to come back to the town. It needs to be voted on, one, by the town board. Two, it needs to, before it's voted on by the town board, taken out to the citizens of the town of Pahrump in some type of fashion and get their opinion, and in the entire town, not just 30 or 40 people who show up at the town board meeting, but somehow do like a survey or hire a polling company to actually do a poll or a survey of the entire town of Pahrump and ask them how they feel about incorporation. If it comes back positive or more than 51% saying yes, then we'll go back to Senator McGinnis and say, here's what the citizens say. It's only 51% for, or it's 51% against. If it's 51% against, then we won't even call Senator McGinnis back. We'll just call him and say, Senator McGinnis, it came back that the citizens of this community do not want it, so thank you very much for your time and allowing us to meet with you. But if it does come back positive, we will then go back to Senator McGinnis with that information. He will then conduct try and draft a BDR, and we will assist along with the state legislative council and get one put into the legislative session. However, that all has to be done by December 31st or December 1st. Okay. And the reason that this is happening, Selwyn, is that one of my goals and objectives that the town board voted on unanimously to pass was continue on with incorporation. So it's amazing. And here I am trying to do my job, and I'm getting lambasted for a super secret meeting to, let's see, how was it phrased? Backdoor attempt at backdooring incorporation. I don't know how it was a backdoor attempt. It's not an attempt. It is sitting down picking the brain of one of the most respected senior senators in the state. And again, that individual represents the town of Pahrump. So I don't know if that's backdooring. If that's backdooring, I guess every meeting we have is backdooring something.
Was this meeting announced?
No.
Should it have been announced?
Why?
Because, of course, some folks in this town would possibly look at it as, kind of being underhanded if it wasn't announced.
So you say I'm not allowed to do my job without announcing every meeting that I go to let everybody know what I'm doing?
Well, especially...
I'm not supposed to do my due diligence beforehand, bring back a report to the board and say, this is what we've done, this is what we're doing, this is the results, here, you get to vote on it. So I'm now supposed to have everything I do opened up to everybody with every meeting. So when I went to the legislation last year and I met with Senator McGinnis, I met with Ed Goodhart, I met with Dave Frazier of the League of Cities, I met with Governor Gibbons, I met with the Governor Gibbons' Chief of Staff, I met with the Governor's Deputy Chief of Staff. All that was arranged. I was supposed to let everybody know that was having meetings with all those people? I don't get it. Why am I supposed to let everybody know when I'm meeting with a state senator? Isn't that part of my job?